Hello, this is Scott Bankston. I'm here to go over the stocks for today, and this is the stock market. We're first going to check out the Dow Jones here, and see it right there. It finally cracked through, and now it's right there. We'll just see what happens. Like I've said before, this is the resistance, like a resistance line that, it would usually we were looking to see if it would break through this, and it looks like it has, but we'll see. We'll see if it keeps on going. We know this is earnings. Earnings are coming up. Earnings basically drive the market. That's pretty much what drives the stocks. Good earnings reports make stock go up. Now that's $1 million tip right there. Okay, this is the S&P 500. It's done the same thing. It's cracked through right there. Of course, the Russell, who it really blew through. You remember the other day, it was down here like this, and it had some real good days coming through. Now, those are your indexes. I was trying to find the NASDAQ composite, but I'm not sure where to get it. But we'll start on over here. Okay, start Apple right there. Now, you can see it filled right here, the order filled, and I believe tomorrow it's going to have earnings, and we'll see what happens. Have a trail stop set right there. I hope it's going to be enough to if it decides to turn down. Of course, if it's a good earnings, it can just go on up. I want to go up here. Here's the next one I got. It's made it across its 50-day line, and it's kind of dancing around right there. Of course, this one has not filled. The order is not filled. So it can dance around and go down here as far as it wants. We don't really worry because the order has not filled. What we're trying to look for is for it to consolidate in this range here, and then for it to build momentum and go up. And I'll give you another $1 million tip here. This right here, see this pattern right there? It's called a cup with a handle. There's the handle. You can see the handle. And what happens is, you notice how volume is kind of light there. It's a lot lighter. Because everybody thought it was going to go up, and it didn't. It stopped. And this is like a psychological thing with investors. And see, so weaker investors are going to think that it's going to go on down. But that is a handle right there. And usually after it does this for a while, it takes off. Okay, but we'll see because the earnings drive it really. But that is a beautiful cup with handle there. I mean, that is beautiful. I mean, that looks so beautiful. See, I came right up there it is, and there's the handle forming right there with low volume below the 50-day volume right there. And that's a beautiful pattern. Here's another one. Bristol Myers Squibb. This is doing a V-shaped pattern, I guess. And of course it broke the 50-day line. It's coming on up. Hasn't filled. It's got a long way before it fills. A long way. And we'll see what happens with that one. But it possessed the traits to be a good stock that has high potential of going up. Here's our next one. And as you know, the other day, I did this one, and it filled up right in here, goes up there, and then comes down and got stopped out. So I redid it. That's why I see how it got stopped out there. Filled here and got stopped out there. I don't know why I did that big swing, but what I did, I went up above that and set the buy point. So we did it. So if it dances around a little bit right here. See, this could be a cup with handle too. See right there? There's the cup. Not a pretty cup, but it is a cup. And see how the volume is real low in the handle part right there? This could very well start building momentum. Just this thing right here, it stopped out. Maybe that was a little premature. Maybe I had the stop set a little close. I don't know. I think I had it at 5%. Now it's at 8 right there. See, mark at 8%. So I don't know. Maybe that's a good thing to do right there. We'll see. Here's one that, like I said before, I had this one set way before the coronavirus hit. Somewhere, I think it was right around in here. And then that hit, it took off, and it's looking like it's flirting with cracking through this line. It's going to flirt with a little bit. We'll see if it goes through. If it goes through, give it momentum to come back up. No reason to really take this trade out. It possessed the traits that show that it could be going up. It looks like we just need earnings report to be good and a good market, the market to come back. So I mean, I'm okay with that one. LITE. It's coming down. It made it through the 50-day moving average. It's coming on up. It's like it's sort of building a cup. I mean, it's an ugly cup, but you can see it coming around right there. Let's watch and see if it makes a handle. So what I think will happen is it comes right here and it will make a handle and go out for a few days with lower volume right there, and then it's going to build the momentum and take off. That, I talk about that. That's one of the patterns that they talk about in the Investors Business Daily. Is a cup with handle. That's one of them. They also have a W and a flat base pattern. And you think about the flat base. Now, if you've ever read that book, it's a book called How I Made $2 Million in the Stock Market by Nicholas Darvis. He does something called a box method. And what he noticed is that stocks trade in this box, and I don't know for how long, until they get ready to move. And then once they break out of the box, they go into another box and start moving up, and then they dance around in that box for a while, and then they jump up and then dance around in that box for a while, and that's how they move up. And if you look at this method right here, one simple strategy, that's kind of exactly what we're doing here. You see, it's coming up, and we want it to dance around right down here and then move up, and we buy it, and then dance around, and then bang. And that's pretty much what we're doing. So we aren't coming in and slapping our money on it right here. I'm just going to buy some right there, because you don't know if it's going to keep on going, and it could have just kept on going, because even though the stock market might be getting in better shape, you don't know if the stock is in good shape, because if it's a bad company and they start releasing bad earnings report, that stock will just go on down, and you will have lost your money. So that's why we always set a stop with it right there, okay? In case this thing fills up and starts going bad, we want to get out. We don't want to sit there and hold through that. Here's another one right here. See, this one filled up, and what I did was it filled it right there. And what I did was I put an alert on it instead of a what do you call that? A trade, a trailing stop, because I felt like it was a little bit too close, and I wanted to give it a little bit more room to swing up. The market's a little bit choppy, because of the coronavirus. It's starting to get back. Still in an up position, but it's just a little bit choppy right now. So that's what I wanted to do, was give it a little bit of room. So I just set alert to tell me my phone will go off for a push notice when this stock gets right there. And then tomorrow, if it goes up a little bit, I will come in here and adjust this, you know. But I was just a little bit, it was getting a little bit close to a trailing stop, and I've been stopped out of a couple of them the past few days because of the choppiness of the market. So it's pretty much what I did there. So this is April the 29th. So I want to give this recap here with the market, my trades that I'm doing right now, and we'll see if any other trades come up. I don't know. Alrighty, I appreciate you hanging with me through this video. Click the subscribe button, click the bell. I always talk about all different kinds of things. I mean, I go over the market here with the trades that I have, but I've got all this stuff like knowledge that I tell you. So tune into all these because you don't know what knowledge you're going to get. You know, I don't even know until I start talking. But this is my knowledge of over 10 years, 11 years, or 12, you know, whatever, 15, trading in the market, right? And just learning this stuff. And so anyway, all right. So like I said, subscribe to my channel, click that bell, and give me a comment. Tell me what you think of this. Alrighty, talk to you later. Have a good day.